Hello everyone, Teeny here. I hope your day's going wonderful. I'm so glad you're joining me. Well, today I get to share a few projects with you. We're using a new collection over at Spellbinders. This collection is called Tunnel Scapes, and it's super fun to play with. It's super neat. The dies basically do all the work for you. I have the entire collection that I wanted to share with you, but we're only going to use a few items today. First off, we have the underwater tunnel. Look how cool this is. This creates the tunnel effect that are great using the positive pieces and the negative pieces. For my card today, we're going to use this, and we'll use both positive and negative. But it also has some elements in here, like some rocks and some greenery. You have the anchor here, which is super fun. And we're going to be using this on our card today. This is Underwater Tunnel. There's also this one. It's called Rainbow Slice Tunnel. And it just creates a really neat look on cards. I just love that. This one has lots of pieces, lots of florals with the Rainbow Slice Tunnel. So we'll create a card with this. But I did want to share with you some extra pieces that look super cool. Let me show you the last tunnel here. This is the Tunnel Clouds die set. All of these are die sets with the exception of the greetings. But this is the Tunnel Clouds. It's some really unique looking cards. This is what this looks like. And again, you could use the positive and the negative with this. This has some clouds, a moon, a layered sun, and some stars to create a light and dark scene. Okay, so that's new to shop. We have also some secondary dies that are great on their own, but I think they're also great. For example, this one will go really good with the clouds. This one here is called Fly Away. It has a kite, and it also has an airplane. Okay, you have the perched birds. This has some branches that you can add leaves to and some fun birds you can have peeking out of the tunnel. So neat. And then this one here caught my fancy because I love summer, with the summer theme. I thought this would be really fun to play with. This is Underwater Marine Life. And I really like this cute little turtle. I thought that was so cute. So we're going to be using that on our card today. Okay, so what we're going to do is start by doing some die cutting. Now, oh, I forgot to tell you about the stamp set. This is the Typewriter Adventure Sentiments. So there's a lot of greetings that will go perfect with the Tunnel Scapes. Really fun. We're going to be using this on our card today. Okay, for my first card, we're going to use the Underwater Tunnel. And I thought we would use some teal colored cardstocks. I have light to dark here. Okay, using my lightest, I'm going to take the largest tunnel and we'll die cut this out. Okay, and then my mid-tone will be the next layer down. And I'm going to center it on my A2 panels because we're going to layer all three together. And then with my smallest, I'm going to put it in the middle and I'm going to die cut this out. I thought it'd be fun to emboss our tunnels. So I'm using the Spellbinders. This is the Summertime Waves. It was June's embossing folder of the month. It has a neat wave pattern to it. I'm going to create a background with white cardstock here. And then I'm also, after I run this through my die cutting machine and this one, these two, I'm going to emboss these two pieces. Now I'm not going to emboss the negative pieces. I'm going to emboss the outline pieces. Okay, so I'll do that and I will be right back. Now I went ahead and die cut everything out. So these were the inside pieces. I'm just going to use these three pieces, and this is going to go with our embossed white cardstock in the background. We're going to put this to the side. Okay, and then I also created a turtle with the Underwater Marine Life. I did one, and that's going to go with this card over here also. And then I die cut out some coral and some leaves and some rocks. The rocks we're going to put with this, oops. The rocks we're going to put with this card here too, and then some greenery we're going to put over here too. Okay? Now I do want to share with you how I cut, or how to create my turtle. It's actually really easy. Let me bring in the Scout here. Okay, I have some blue and green cardstock. I'll take the turtle body and cut it out with the green cardstock. We have the turtle shell. I'm going to die cut out with the teal. This piece here is the bottom of the shell. I'm going to cut this out with green cardstock also. And then these are for our turtle's feet. We're going to cut those out too with the teal. There's some pretty neat detail on here. Okay, we'll just die cut these. Okay, I'll put these back. We'll pop these out. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. I'll show you how to create this. It's very easy, but I do want to do a little ink blending. And our little sea turtle is done. Nothing to that. I do want to bring in my white gel pen and highlight some areas of my turtle. Maybe add some dots to it. We gotta fix that. Okay, so our sea turtles are all good to go. Now, I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to clean off my work surface, and then we are going to build our card. We're going to make a shaker. I'm going to take our tunnels and I'm going to layer them together, and I'm just going to use, since I have my glue on my desk, I'll just use my glue. I'm just going to go around the edges. This way we can do some tucking. We will layer these two together. I think it looks so neat if you emboss. These aren't 3D embossing folders, they're just regular. But I like the dimension that that has. Now if you want to put the third layer behind here, you could, but I think my turtle kind of drowned out. So that's the reason we're not going to have the third layer. My tape runner, and I'm going to add some adhesive on this reverse side. Okay, and then I have a piece of acetate we're going to put behind here. And I'm going to add some foam tape all along here. Okay, and I'm going to fill this as full as I can fill it. I have some clear sequins. I think these are from Simon Says Stamp. These are Moonshine. Either that or Pretty Pink Posh. I'm going to add lots of the clear. And then I'm also going to add some of my teal opalescent. I'm also going to add some unicorn confetti glitter. We're going to sparkle this up. I'm hoping this glitter will stick to the acetate, because I really want some sparkle in this background. I'm going to give it a good mix. Okay, and this is my card base. So I'm going to flip it over, and we're just going to tack this down to the front of our card. Okay, and so neat. Lots of sparkle. I love how the glitter sticks to the acetate. It's kind of hard to tell, but I just love that. Okay, clean up our mess, and then what we're going to do, now we're going to add our plants here. Okay, and then I am going to pop up my turtle with some foam squares. But I'm not going to remove the release paper just yet because we're going to stamp our greeting. We're going to stamp Dive into Happiness and Wishing You Oceans of Joy, but I'm going to heat emboss with white embossing powder. So I'm going to use my anti-static powder. And we're going to go over this with my Versamark ink. Add some white embossing powder. And I'm going to melt this, and then I'm going to block it off. So for this card, we're going to be using the greeting. It says Dive into Happiness. I just trimmed down a really thin strip. We're going to add it here to the bottom. And then I'm going to remove the release paper off of my turtle here. And then I have some more of those Spellbinders Opalescents. I'm going to add a few to the outside. And that finishes off our first tunnel card. Tunnel shaker card. Let's go, and there's not too much dimension to it either. Okay, let's go ahead and finish off our second card. I'm going to go ahead and take our background and I'm going to put it on our card base, just using my tape runner. We're keeping this one white. Okay, this one's going to be fairly easy. What we're going to do is just layer all three of these together. Just like so. But then I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer, and we're going to trim one side off. So I have one side trimmed straight off. This is going to go off the edge, and then I put foam tape behind it. I'm just going to add this to the left. Okay, and then I'm going to use a little bit of ink, and we're going to add some color to our rocks. I cut out 3. There's 2 different rocks. 2 of them are the same. And let's go ahead and add these rocks here. Okay, I have this rock overhanging on this side. I'm going to trim that off. Okay, and then we have our greeting. I put adhesive on this side and then foam tape on the other. This is going to overlap on our card over here, so everything's nice and even. And then we'll add some foam squares behind our cute little ocean turtle. And we're going to add this so it's coming out of those, going into the white area. And then we're going to bring back some of our opalescent sequins, and we're going to add a little bit of sparkle to this card too. And that will finish off that card. So these are the cards that we made today using some new Tunnelscape dies over at Spellbinders. I'll leave a link down below to the collection if you want to check it out. But thanks so much for joining me. Have a fabulous day, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.